on the subject of murder, which intrigues everybody, right? Everyone buys all these fictions, non-fictions, study of criminology, study of murder, and even homicides. It intrigues people. All of the cop shows and detective series, 24, perhaps the first 48, perhaps. In my country, we say that after someone was murdered, someone is murdered, that their soul comes after the perpetrator. And they come after them in a way where they infiltrate their mind and live in their mind and forces them to confess. There was one time at my dad's office over there at 5944 34th Street, Pinellas Park. About 10 years ago, maybe more than that, maybe 15 years ago, where there was a restaurant named Tao, Thao, right next to my dad's office. And there was an argument between two gentlemen. One dude decided to get out, go into his truck, grab a gun, shoots the other guy. He bleeds to death, guy takes off. Everyone was hush-hush about it. The Vietnamese community is quite hush-hush about these things. Everyone knows everybody. I got to my dad's office after school, Eckerd College, on around that time. And the police wouldn't let me in. They said, we're still interviewing your dad and your uncle. And I'm like, what? For what? They said, well, a homicide took place here. We can't let you in yet. They'll be out and whenever they're done. So my dad told me what happened, and he was at the office around 10 or 11 timeline at night. And my dad says, yeah, that guy went to California and then to Vietnam, and he escaped successfully, 6 months. Something made the perpetrator come back 6 months later. He did, he came back. He got away with murder. After 6 months, I mean, that's quite a bit for a murder that just took place. But he came back and turned himself in at the airport, and surrendered himself. This is just one example of many how my culture and country is right about how the deceased comes after the living to make sure justice is served. It's important under Buddhism that we keep the precept. Homicides and killings happen more often than you think. Look at Miami, look at Houston, look at LA, look at New York, look at all these hotspots in crimes. And by the way, it's not the how you kill, it's who you kill that gets you caught. And trust me, you'll be living your life with one eye open if you ever actually killed. Because I'm telling you, the ghost is going to be after you. Its soul, its consciousness will be in your life. Make sure you never sleep well. It will make sure that you always think about what happened, how you killed, the anger, the resentment of both sides of the party that led up to that. I'm telling you all this as part of my new studies and practice of the ghost realm and life after death and what happens after we die and the rebirth realms. So join me on YouTube where we talk about this and figure out how we can live in harmony with other humans, where we can tame our anger and we cultivate unfailing patience and endurance and tolerance of other human beings. That's what leads people to murder. That they're intolerant, that they cannot endure, and they don't have the patience to deal with what's going on at home. It could be cheating, stealing, money, finance, loyalty, fidelity, integrity issues. Hundreds and thousands of ways that drive people crazy when they live together in their community, at home, in their group. So when we use 84,000 teachings of the Buddha in the Theravadan Buddhism world, we can curb as much as we can to learn the skills and tools so that you don't commit murder, so that you don't think unkind thoughts, so that you don't cheat, kill, lie, and steal, sexual misconduct, and involve yourself more drama, more problems, more legal problems, more addiction, more trauma. And I just wanted to take this time to wake everyone up, especially with this image behind me. How many in here do you think is a victim of murder? How many here actually lived a good life and have a good death? How many in here did not want to die, was not prepared for it? How many in here had premature deaths? And these are things we will talk about in our next talk. More extended, more longer, so that you all understand comprehensively and effectively where I'm coming from, to lead you all to live a better, happier, healthy life. We got one life to live, let's live it well. May you all be well, be happy, be free, and always be healthy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.